We first need to find a lump sum that represents all of these different cash flows. We could find the value of each cash flow in year 39 and then add them, but the easiest way to find a lump sum with complex cash flows is to use our calculator's cash flow register and solve for the net present value, the NPV. Since the first payment starts in year 37, the net present value will be found in year 37. That's what our calculator will evaluate it at. After we have this lump sum, all we have to do is compound it forward 2 years to find what it's worth in year 39. So let's input the complex stream of cash flows into our calculator and find the net present value. The first cash flow of $100 occurs in year 37. So press 100 and then press the cash flow key. We'll just use year 37 as our starting point. The next cash flow of $200 occurs in year 38. So press 200 and then press your cash flow key. This tells your calculator that the cash flow for the period right after the first one is 200. There is no cash flow in year 39, so we have to input 0 and then press the cash flow key to use as a placeholder for this complex stream of cash flows. When we're using our cash flow register in our calculator, we have to be consistent over all the periods that we're telling it. We have to make sure that there's not any empty periods. The calculator doesn't know if we skip over a period, so anytime there's not a payment, we basically have to just put 0 in and use it as a placeholder. The next cash flow of $300 occurs in year 40, and since 40 is right after 39, we can just press 300 and then press the cash flow key. And the final cash flow of $400 occurs in year 41, 1 year later, so we press 400 and then we press the cash flow key. The nominal annual rate of interest, which is also effective since the payments are annual, is 12.25%. So we enter that in for the interest rate. Now we can solve for the NPV, the net present value, which is going to be evaluated in year 37, since this was the year of our first cash flow. So we press the NPV button, and we find that the value of all of these cash flows in year 37 is $742.23. To find the value in year 39, we simply need to compound this value forward 2 periods. So we just go back to our basic time value of money formula. Future value equals present value times 1 plus the interest rate raised to t, where t is the number of periods we're compounding this value forward. We could use our time value of money calculate functions in our financial calculator, or we could just do this manually. The present value is $742.23. The interest rate is still 12.25%, which when we use this formula, we have to enter as a decimal. And the time periods that this is compounded, the interest is compounded, or the present value is compounded forward is 2. So we enter in 2 for t, and we see that the value of this complex stream of cash flows in year 39 is worth $935.21.